Okay, hello YouTube, and I'm back, and this is going to be the third and hopefully final part of the Make Human Blender. It's the Make Human armature mesh in Blender, and this will hopefully be part three. Well, it is part three. Never mind. I always get confused. But okay. So now we're going to be going over this face and what these circles and stuff means. So just got this top one here selected. Press G. What's this? That's the thumb. Hang on. Now let me do this side. Trying to see what that's moving. I don't know what that is moving. Because if I was correct, but it appears I'm not, it would be moving these fingers. I have absolutely no clue what those are moving. Okay, so far I have figured out that this side moves these fingers. What the top two do. Just checking all these to see what's going on. Okay, yeah, I think I see what's going on. Okay, you got to move the fingers first. Like, you just got to move them. Doesn't really matter where. You just got to move them. To be able to use these. Okay, so if that makes any sense, these are cubes along both sides here. They move the fingers, but the fingers have to be moved manually first. I don't know why, they just do. Now what's this? Is that the tongue? Okay, so this cube here moves the tongue in a very weird manner. If you can see it in there, moves the tongue. Let me like zoom in. See, I don't like guy's tongue looking like he's gonna swallow it. Okay, and now, if I'm right, these top ones here will move either the feet or the leg. Okay, the bottom one moves the leg so it goes back into a straight pose. The bottom right cube, and okay, this controls the arm to go fully out straight or back into the pose it was in. I don't know. And these two don't really do much if you haven't. Okay, I'm getting myself mixed up here. So these top cubes here, yeah, these top four. The top two control arms corresponding to the sides. So G, if the arm is in a weird pose and you press G and straighten it out, it straightens out. Same with the leg. So that's a neat feature. Just means you save less time. Save more time. Now let's talk about this face here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. These are gonna manipulate the face. Let's have a look how. Okay, so this middle one moves the brow line, I guess. Now let's move this down. My guy's gonna be an angry looking fellow. And this moves the eyebrows, obviously, and we'll move these down so my gut bloke looks angry. And these are the eyelids. This is going to be so these two here both move the eyelids. And if you're wondering, yes, you can shift select and move two at the same time. Now, so these ones move the brow line. These ones move the brow line. These ones move the eyeline, the eyelids. This moves the... I don't know what that would be called. I guess that's also called a brow line. I'm not sure. Now let's go on this middle mass one here. I'm assuming this is going to be the nose. And I would be right. Well, nose and face. My guy's going to look like a freak, so no help in that. Now you want to make sure that you can't see the teeth through their mouth, by the way. But so the more this one moves to the right, the skinnier his face looks. More to the right, more to the right, the more like puffy his face looks like he's about to breathe. To the left, looks like he is exhaling. Okay, these ones beneath, obviously move the bottom eyelids. Move them up. Now these are going to move the cheeks. No, I was off. These move the... well, they actually do move the cheeks. Up moves them up, down moves them down. Same on the other side. Now these are going to move the lips and nose. So the more up you move him, the more like open his mouth is going to be. And now let's just... this one here moves his jaw a slight bit. So let's max that out. These move the side of his mouth, his I guess the side of his lips. These ones obviously do the exact same thing but on the opposite side. And this bottom one moves his jaw. So now that we have our fellow... oh crap, didn't mean to press hide. Now that we have our fellow looking normal, I guess. I'll take view front. Scroll into the face. And this is something I learnt off, I can't remember who, but off the tutorial. Control-Alt-0. Is that right? I think that's right. Yes, it is right. And it puts the camera where you have your screen, so to speak. But there's a little tuning there needs to be done, but for the most part, it's good. Now let's move the light up here, so I can see what's going on. I want to duplicate it, put it over here, turn it into a spot, and rotate it like so, so it's going into his face, so I can see what's going on. Now, let's render this image out. It looks a little weird at first, but after it comes up again, as you can see, it looks very realistic, besides the fact it looks like his head's about to rip itself off. And as you see, there's got the eyebrows, the teeth, the lips, the tongue, but it still looks a little sharp in spots. See if I can fix that by adding a subsurf modifier. Pop that up to see what that looks like. Probably smooths things out, but it'll probably make it look weird. So adding a subsurf modifier, you can see the difference. It makes it look more realistic. Just evens it out. And yeah. Let me just turn that off. I want to see a before and after, like, of different various parts. So his ears look better. His face looks better. The thing I'm thinking about at the moment is how his muscles are gonna get affected by the by the subsurf. So we will go turn off in render first, render image, see what this looks like. Oh, hang on, my cameras, not my cameras, my lights. Because I'm a shoddy person with lights. Although, lights are your friend, not your enemy. Let's check this out now. There we go, that looks a lot better. So this is without the subsurf modifier. As you can see, he looks fairly muscly. His hand looks okay. And there looks, yeah, looks okay. As you can see, there's a little bit of like sharp areas, but he looks pretty good there. Now let's have a look at our bloke when our subsurface turned on. I mean subdivision surface. Sorry if I keep saying subsurf. I'm just used to calling it subsurf. Actually, did they change it back? No, it's still subdivision surface. But as you see, subdivision surface modifier hugely improves majority of areas. I mean, he looks more realistic now. So but the thing is, the render times increased probably 5-fold, and that's something to consider. But yeah, I'll just get one final picture to send you guys out on. If it will let me select his body. That's something I've been having a bit of trouble with, is selecting his body over his armature. There we go. Now, a helpful hint to those of you out there who don't have very powerful PCs or Macs or whatever, and you don't want to be lagging, and I'll be doing this too. Don't you worry. That where you have your subsurf modifier, turn it off, but leave the camera like blocked in, because that just means that the eye only means it shows you what it looks like at that point in time, but the camera shows you, it will only show up in the render. So yeah, that's just something to save you some time, because now you see it's not lagging at all. It's all good. And I'm actually going to go rotate on the x-axis. No, rotate on the y-axis. Yeah, that's right. And that's just a helpful hint for you guys to get the guy so makes him look a little bigger. And I'm going to be doing a lot of videos from now on of this armature setup, mesh, you name it. I also want to do an animation, show you guys an animation with the people, basic walk cycle, all that good stuff. So that's to be expected in the future. So let's go render image and see how this turns out. Hang on, me being a dickhead, forgot to move the camera back. Yet again, for like the 50th time. Front. There we go. G, move over there. So let's render this out. So you kind of got to look at it from the side. But you see how he looks pretty realistic. Actually, very realistic. And it does his nails, his mouth. Yet his face looks weird still. But yeah, everything looks good. And yeah, so I'll be doing a few videos on this in future. And tell me your thoughts on his face. If you think his face looks messed up and it should get cut off, because I reckon that shit should be cut off since that crap's creeping me out. Oh well, thanks for watching my videos, and send me a message of what you want to see first, and I'll get going. And what I mean by what you want to see first is if you want to see a basic walk cycle first, or what. Because tomorrow I'm planning on doing a video on fire. But thanks for watching, and bye.